live. And I was thinking today I wanted to share a little about improving position in your riding. And it's easy for riders to really get caught up in wanting to fix many things at once. And I will say, even as instructors, and have done this myself, I've gotten better at it as I've worked on this more and more and worked on mindfulness and understand how the brain works. It's easy to get caught up in so many things and caught up as an instructor trying to fix a lot of different things with a rider. And the brain can't, and I've shared this in posts before, I've shared this in tips and in general posts. The brain can't work well on more than one thing at a time. It just can't shift back and forth all the time and do it well. So if we want to fix something, it's best to focus on one thing at a time and to just really keep it simple. So you want to pick the most just important thing, the one most important thing that it's going to affect your position and improve your position. So that generally is more about the foundation. So go through your position and decide where the most foundational thing is that you need to work on. So you may even think, well, my upper body, I lean forward too much. And it may be that there's something else that's lying under that it could be you need to relax through your lower body so that you can open up and bring your body back. So trying to figure out what that may be and work with your instructor, work with someone to help you kind of target that and figure out what's the first most important thing that you need to work on in your position. And then focus on that, and focus on that foundational aspect that you want to work on, and do it at a regular basis. Now, that doesn't mean that when you're riding, your instructor might not remind you to shorten your reins or look up or something like that. But really, if there's one thing that you really want to work on, say it's getting a deeper seat, then that's your whole focus for that time, to really think that's what you want to change. And you also need to understand to be patient about that, because if you've learned to do something in your position with your riding that's created a habit that's been built up over time, your brain has then learned and created muscle memory, and it's wired to, that's the safe place, whether it's the correct place or not, whether having a wrong position in some way or not, is if even if it's incorrect position, you've told your brain's been wired to think that's the safe place to be, that's the correct and right place to be. So it's going to take time to retrain it. If you can connect to your brain the benefits of a different way of riding. So we'll say it's in the tightness in your seat and tightness in your thighs. And so you're up off the horse a little bit, and you learn to relax down, and then you feel that you sit back up and the horse is more relaxed. And you can actually, in your mind, see the benefits of the result of doing that. Your brain will begin to rewire faster than when it wired that first muscle memory. But it still takes time. It takes some patience, and just it takes regular reminders as well. So when you're riding on your own, say it's one thing you're working on, so it's relaxing that seat. Maybe every quarter of the ring, you just refocus in your mind. Yes, the relaxed seat, I need to do that. And you just give yourself regular points where you're going to remind yourself to do that, because the brain's going to wire immediately. So don't beat yourself up when you go back to the old habit. It's a habit that's been wired in your brain. It's nothing about you. It's just a neural pathway that you've created to tell your muscles that have been created to tell your muscles to do one thing. And just as it can happen, just takes time, but it can happen eventually that you can shift to another way of doing it that works better, right? So but you need regular reminders. So also, as an instructor, when I'm teaching students and I say, remind them as they go around the ring, I say to them, don't think I don't, that I'm saying this because I don't think you're not trying, or that I think you're not a good rider. I'm reminding you because I know you need to rewire your brain and override the automatic wiring that's been created to a certain muscle memory and bring to the front of your brain, to the conscious part of your brain, this new choice, this new way you want to go until it becomes wired and automatic itself. So you need the regular reminders. Hopefully, if you have someone standing on the ground, your trainer or someone, they can help you. But if not, then you put into your riding routine some places around the ring, some spots where you remind yourself, I need to, relax through my hips. I need to sit deeper, or whatever it is that you're fixing. It could be as simple as I need to lift up my right hand. I need to bend my elbow, lift my right hand. You just keep telling yourself that, until your your brain starts wiring that into being the automatic thing that you need, that you want. And then it's a matter of, once you feel that you've got that in place, that one most foundational thing, then you can pick the next thing, right? That, now I realize, I've got that relaxed through my seat. I now want to work more on my eyes or something like that. But then you work on that alone and you focus on that, work on it, rewire it onto the next thing. And sometimes you'll have to go back and do little reminders, but generally, you work on one thing, focus on it, get it done, then to the next thing. And it's so easy as instructors and as students to get caught up in trying to fix so many things. And I would recommend you bring this to everything you do in your life. Research has been shown that multitasking doesn't work. The brain can't keep shifting back and forth and do things well. So whether you take it into your business, I've had, clients and recently in group coaching programs say, hey, I took some of this into my workspace and I can't believe how much more efficient I am because I'm working on one thing at a time and not trying to do so many things. And I get one task done and then I go on to the next. Same way with changing a habit in your riding. So just my little tip for today. I hope all is well. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will be back to talk to you soon.